It was the biggest argument that we ever got in. And he was controlling. You know, he was manhandling me beforehand. We met in actually the press room at the Broncos, April of 20. No, we met up at a club at Blue 67 in Denver. I don't know if anyone is listening. We just happened to both be there, and so he started talking to me, and started pursuing me pretty heavily from then on. I resisted for a while because, you know, I was a reporter, and I didn't want to mix the two. But he's very charming. And we dated until the 2010 incident. And then it came to abrupt end because I wanted, you know, we were arguing and he was threatening me and stuff like that after, but I didn't see him in the house and put another girl in his house and didn't tell me. And he had asked me to break up with my husband at the time. We were just dating with my husband. And I don't recall for sure, but I think I did. And so, you know, it's like, wait a minute, you want me to be with just you, but you want to move somebody into your house and not even tell me? So that's what it stemmed from. He's not a faithful person, so I wasn't going to be faithful to a non-faithful person. It just doesn't work that way. Not for
generally what happened that day.
It was fighting, and usually we fought on the phone and not in person. So it was the biggest argument that we ever got in. He was controlling, he was domineering, somebody else. I didn't only tell him no, I told him why. And he wouldn't take no for no. And after he got enough of that, he put me on the bed. I said no, even though West. And he knew what he did. And so, you know, I just kind of escorted him out the door. And, you know, sometimes when you're with the person for a long time, it's hard for you to realize that they're, if I tell anybody, you know, he'll use everybody he knows to destroy me, which he basically has. And then he started making other threats, and I wasn't going to do anything. But when he kept calling me at work, and when he kept, wasn't going to go away, and he said he was going to destroy me, and he was going to kill me, and he told me he was watching me, and all that, I just went and got a protective order. I'd had enough. And unfortunately, shortly after, he doxed me, and my address got out. And I had somebody stop by my apartment, which had a door that led right to the side. It was basically on the sidewalk. And somebody came up to my door and said, "Shut up," and screamed it at the top of their lungs. And so I went in and I dropped it, because also at my house, not my apartment, my house, at my house, somebody came to my house and sat out front in the driveway while my daughter was there alone. Someone came to my house, someone came to my apartment, and after my daughter called me, that's when I went straight there.
So after you rescinded the restraining order, was there any other weird stuff, or did it kind of just die down?
It died down. I tried to move on with my life. We may have talked, I think, once or twice. But then he started going on television. He came to my job, Turner Broadcasting, went on TV at CNN, and it was my job to put the videos from up to YouTube for CNN. That was part of my job. So I'm putting up this video, and here I see Shannon at my job talking about domestic violence, and the co-host did, you know, not that I had gone down and withdrawn it. It created a picture that wasn't accurate. And that was a very hostile work environment.
I'm going to ask something that might...
Because I was scared for my life. He said he would use it, everybody he knows, and he knows lots of police officers. So I didn't know that if I went down there, that would be one of the people that he knows. You know, Atlanta has a problem with corruption down there. And I was too scared to go to the police. Because when this happens, you're in a trauma mindset. You're not in a, you know, every day you and I are talking here like, oh, okay, well, maybe I should do that. No, you're like fear for your life. You're traumatized. You're not thinking straight. You're having anxiety and panic attacks. Like, who knows what would happen? And so it was just a decision, and it's a decision a lot of rape victims make, to not go to the police. They always say the woman is crazy. First off, I'm not somebody crawling out of the woodwork to talk about my connection with him like he insinuated in his statement. I've been out. I've been suing him.
What's your message to his latest accuser, who's been doxing? What would you say to her if you can send a message to her?
I pray for you. I have been there. I've been dealing with this for 15